Welcome to Good, Bad and Ugly on Vital MX. Round 1 of 2023 Monster Energy Supercross is in the rearview mirror. Anaheim 1 has been and gone, and here in this rapid fire format, we are here to discuss the good, bad and ugly from Angel Stadium. I'm your host, Lewis Phillips, joined by Michael Lindsay, and like I say, rapid fire format, we're going to run through one thing each that we thought was good, bad and ugly from Anaheim 1. Michael, you go first. Anaheim 1, the good in your eyes, or the best, seeing as you're picking one thing.
The good is rounded is one thing, but it's a group. The Austrian manufacturer, they had some big moments. Yes, I mean, Mookie's crash, Pierce Brown's, but throughout the night, every one of their riders had really strong moments. Guys that ride the bike very differently all seem to find bike setups that work for them at some point or another. So very encouraging for me. Yes, they had a solid A1 last year, so maybe I'm reading too much into it, but definitely a good start, in my opinion.
Good. I like your opinion. That was good as well. Mine, in the good category, would be Adam Cincerello, who did what we all wanted him to do. He stayed upright. He finished the race. He got a respectable result, 9th for number 9. And most importantly, we saw flashes of the speed that we all know lies within him. He had the fastest time in 2 of the 3 segments in the main event. In the first segment, which included the whoops, the bridge, and all of that little good stuff, he was half a second quicker than anyone else. So not only did he do what he needed to do results-wise and health-wise, he also showed us that he's still got that same potential. And not only is that good to me, that's also encouraging. On to the bad. Michael, the bad.
I'm going to steal a little wordplay out of your book. It's not bad. It's just sad at this point. Austin Forkner. How can you not help but feel bad, sad, and so many other emotions for the guy, and probably all the emotions he was feeling himself as he got carted off once again. A lot of question marks at this point for Austin going forward. I just don't know where we go from here.
We will have answers to those question marks shortly because Kawasaki should be releasing an update on Faulkner in the coming hours/24 hours. So stay tuned to Vital MX for that. My bad pick from Anaheim 1. And I don't know if I can reword the categories, but this is bad/confusing to me. Marvin Musquin, 12th in the main event, which was not a good result on paper, but he was very good in time practice, second in the overall times and the second time session, first in the first time session. Even in the second session, he was fastest in 2 of the 3 segments. So clearly the speed's there. I do not understand why it didn't come together in the main event. I believe he started 14th, finished 12th. Obviously, Mookie and others crashed, which helped him move forward that tiny little bit. I don't really understand why on earth it didn't come together for him when it was race time. So that was my bad/confusing, because after practice, I had him down as a contender for maybe even the race win. And looking at the way that the 450 main went, why couldn't he have been in that mix? The pieces were there for someone to pick up, and it could have been him. Finally, the ugly from Anaheim 1. Michael?
Little bit, one person / a brand. Suzuki's a lot of hype coming around Suzuki. Everybody's pretty hyped on the RM Army at the moment, but for a few of their guys, it did not go good. Shane's was the ugliest, as it ended with him getting splattered into the first corner, goggles flying. It also was not a great evening for Kyle Chisholm, not a great evening for Schwartz, kicking his bike multiple times, stuck in corners, and I don't know, Roxenstein was okay. So it's a little bit HEP, kind of an ugly overall, but mostly focused on Shane.
I wanted to do McElrath as well because I feel like he's walking a career tightrope at the moment. He desperately needs to prove why he deserves to stay employed by a good/great team. And this is a rough start. And honestly, he was 25th in time practice. So I'm questioning how this gets better. If I want to be different to you, taking it in a slightly different direction, I'll go Oakland, because that's coming up round 2 of 2023 Monster Energy Supercross, and it is raining hard, non-stop, and truthfully, no one really knows what we're going to get when we get to Oakland, because no one knows how the track's going to get built, no one knows what conditions lie ahead, no one even knows how the race is actually going to run. So yeah, the ugly for me, and the opinion that was flying around Angel Stadium in an ugly manner, was Oakland coming up, because we are in for something quite special by all accounts. Yeah. So that is the good, bad, and ugly on Vital MX. Stay tuned to Vital MX for more opinions, analysis, interviews, and more from Anaheim 1 throughout the week. It's Sunday evening as we record this, so we have a lot more content coming your way, as well as a race review podcast on the Vital MX podcast platform, where we will get into the things that we just discussed much, much deeper, as well as some other things, some things that made us angry, some things that made us sad, some things that made us happy. There's a lot to break down from Anaheim 1, and we will be doing that in the next 5 days. So stay tuned to everything that's going on at Vital MX. From me, Lewis Phillips, and Michael Lindsay, we will see you next week.